is up, my people? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your boy Naseem the Dream, and it's that time of the week once again, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to break down the newest singles that have dropped this week, and I also didn't do my singles of the week last weekend because last weekend was a holiday. There wasn't really that much to really review, so I feel like might as well just bunch it up with this week. So yeah, so it's going to be this week and last week of some of these new singles, so be sure to check them out all for yourselves. They're all linked in the description down below. Let's get right into these new singles. All right, let's begin off with CZARFACE and Logic teaming up with the track Gatecrasher. I had a lot of fun with this track. I really love Zar and Logic like talking hella shit to each other. I thought it was very funny, a lot of humor into it, which I really did enjoy about that. Like, they had a lot of fun on here. Sweet classic sounding boom bat track all in all, which they did really well in. And it's sick to see them go in and so that wanting to actually spit seriously. Like the moments when they're having fun and the moments where they're just really just trying to kill it, just to be ill with their bars. It's sick. I had a good time with this. This is fire. Moving on with Nora and Pierre with another new single. This one is called Emerald Skies. I already know what y'all are thinking. Nas, did she fail this time? Are you gonna give her another fire? Duh. This shit is majestic as fuck. What, you blaming me for that? It's not my fault. Like, I cannot stress how much I love Nora's style of deep house. I don't know why. It's just a breath of fresh air. Just something about how much she makes these tracks feel so organic, and the coding is just insane to me. It's so good. I never get sick of it. This is just such a fresh style for me, and I love it. It's amazing. Then we're gonna move on with Sevdaliza with the track Who Are You Running From? You know, I think the approach to make this abstract in this realm of what opera would sound like, it's interesting. It's a different take on it for sure. She gives off some moments that come off as striking, but I think some beds of strings could have really helped capitalize with this one, just because more dynamic is really needed to approach with the composition on here, because it really wasn't that much competing with itself, and like the pianos, in my opinion, just don't do enough justice. So overall, it's mid. Then next we're gonna move on with Flo Milli with the track Never Loses Me. Yeah, this is very below mid, not sounding very finished to me at all. It just comes off and it goes like as a snippet. And it does not sound finished. It's like a single loop, and it's like it's done before you know it, and there really is not much in here to really enjoy, so not good. This is a no. Moving on with KAYTRANDA and Rochelle Jordan with the track Lover Friend. Okay, so I feel like it offered a nice feel of R&B vocals from Rochelle. She did a really good job. I really did dig her singing, but it's not breaking new barriers to elevate the new addition with this new vocalist. The chorus was just not catchy to me. These West Coast synthesizers were a bit generic to me. I like the style matching. I do think that they picked the right one, but it's just not really working in this scenario. So I don't know, this one didn't really do it all for me. I really wish it did, because I really do like Rochelle, so I guess it could be better. All right, and then there's this track that dropped last week with Kanye, Ty Dolla $ign, who is going to be coming out with a record supposedly, featuring Bump J and Lil Durk. This one is called Vultures. I feel like I should have made a reaction to this, but at the same time, it just would have been me shitting on this, because first of all, I didn't really understand the hype with this collab in general. I love Ty Dolla $ign, Kanye West, good artist, very controversial right now. I think everyone's kind of sick of him, so it's a bit of a mess. I just don't really see how these chemistries would really work that well with each other, because the contrast in this, it's such a mess, dude. It's so off. I think the only thing I really like was Bump J, and Durk was dope too. But then you got like motherfucking Uncle Ruckus on the beat saying some dumb shit, once again mocking this whole anti-Semitic persona, saying he fucked a Jewish chick. Okay, in a dark way, I can respect it, because it's kind of funny. In some dark humor ways, it's funny, but the thing is that he actually hates Jews, so it's pretty racist, and this is coming from a Palestinian, so I think that's pretty stupid and fucked up, and yeah, fuck him for that. And yeah, the verse in general was just hot ass garbage, dude. This dude has like wrote nothing good for himself. I don't even know how long at this point. This song was just total booty. I really thought it sucked. Moving on with Logan, Uncharted in the game. We don't play no games. Yeah, this is just back-to-back booty. This is just a knockoff of Meek Mill of some type shit. The beat is so bland. The flows are sleepy as as hell. This is just straight ass. Moving on with Genesis Owusu with the track Survivor. I thought this was dope. Very elevating, ethereal feeling dance and hip hop fuses right here. Crazy switch up towards the end that really pulled it off. Very tough to pull it off this way too. I love the personality shifting and each tone matching in these passages. So yeah, I really did love this. You should definitely check it out. And then with Milo J and Peso Pluma with the track Una Bala. This was fine. This was fine. I really did like. I never heard of Milo J, but for this for my first time, I thought it was cool. Dude can sing. Nice display of chemistry between the two as well. So I enjoy hearing these two together. I would like to see them make more music. It's just the thing with this, like it's like the still same repetitive instrumental in the Ritmo de Mexicana. So it's tough, but the singing does make up for it, so I guess it's like a neutral clash. Then Sexxy Red came out with a deluxe version of her record, and this one is called Free My Brethren. Screeching how she misses her baby daddy, using her child in the intro, very adorable, saying, yeah, I miss you daddy, or free my daddy, or something like that. The song itself, it has a fun swing to it, but it's not great, very stale. Kind of gives you the eyebrow raise impression because of what she's saying in her verses, which in a way it's funny, but kind of contradictory. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like you shouldn't take it that serious, but I mean, musically itself, I just did not care for it for sure. Like that's just like the kind of thing I was like, verses wise, I mean, it's just like kind of like whatever with these kind of hip hop artists, but it's like musically, I just really wasn't invested to it in the first place. So I mean, for me, this wasn't really great. Moving on with Björk and ROSALÍA with the track Oral, a super dope collab. This was like the moment I seen this, I was like, this has got to be very interesting. It was a little bit more pop mainstream than I expected. It does respect their vocal styles and they sync well with each other, and you certainly get that full power elegancy that they embody so strongly. This track is definitely not going to be for everybody. I mean, as Björk is definitely not music that anybody could listen to. Having to see everybody listen to Björk forcefully at Coachella, that was painful. I enjoyed it, but that was very painful to see. Yeah, I hope she didn't really notice too much of that, but she probably did. But yeah, overall, I thought this was great. All right, and then we're going to move on with Noah Kahn teaming up with Gracie Abrams onto the track Everything Everywhere. So it's lighthearted, and it comes off like that. It pretty much matches the same thing that Gracie Abrams has been really doing with her singer-songwriter material, which is, I mean, typical, but it makes sense. It's like there's nothing wrong with that at all. I thought this duet in general was really strong, and then when Gracie comes in, I think that's when things really start to pick up and open up a lot more. It really does grasp me towards the finish of it. Something about Noah's playing, it just does not come off original to me. I really try to I think he could sing, I think he could play. His form of folk music is just so basic to me. It just lacks color and dynamic and full-on creativity and originality. There just needs a little bit more here, and I don't know. Overall, I would say the track is okay, though. We went on with Five Finger Death Punch releasing some different types of like a double LP from their tracks from the early 2010s with the track Burn Motherfucker, but this time it's featuring Rob Zombie. So, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm probably gonna get shit on for this. I think this band gets a little too much hate, just too much, just because I know there are some bands that some of these people love to play that are not even better than this band. I mean, let's just be real. I mean, come on. Personally, the song was just already fine on its own as a metal song, but Rob does nothing to change the pace of this track. It literally is just longer now. It is just such an unnecessary feature. I really don't understand why it's even here, so I don't like it. We're gonna move on with Militarie Gone with the track Never Fucked Up Twice featuring Bully. Yeah, this was heavenly. I really sunk into my seat with this one. Beautiful atmospheres all in all. They really did a wonderful job of making the tranquility really well padded within the encompassing virtue in this instrumental, and this one is definitely worth playing. If you like indie music, you should try it out. Moving on with Erick the Architect, Shook Up featuring Joey Badass and FARR. Pretty decent hip-hop, man. I would say this was some nice classic noir filtering to it that I really do enjoy hearing from hip-hop nowadays with this kind of abstract and conscious hip-hop. So it feels a lot more like a Joey song than anything, but I thought everyone stepped up to the plate. I would say so. It needed a little bit more pizzazz instrumentally. Like I said, like it does this realm of hip-hop sampling that I really do like to hear, like New York style sampling, but it just doesn't really pick off as original to me either. It's still not bad though. Next up, Chelsea Wolfe with the track Tunnel Lights, and yeah, I thought this was dope. I really did enjoy the melodrama. I thought it was really thrilling under these crescendos. The electronic elements really elevated the soundscape in here. I enjoy the big climax points, excuse me, as well. It truly did pay off in my experience. I'm really happy with this one all in all, and I think it deserves the green. Then we got Kirin J. Callahan out with a new EP, but the track I will be talking about is Tunnel Lights. I thought this was solid. Kirin has this really odd way of coming off as unique through his vocal inflections. It's a little goofy, a little tongue-in-cheek, but like it still sounds very endearing at the same time. I think it matches well with the essence of 80s music. So, and the small details really stand out on this production because yeah, they were really cool. They're really hard to spot, but they were there and they were cool. So this earns the green. All right, then we did have a double feature reaction week this week. I gave you guys a little bit of a special 2 bonus features, and the first one I reacted to that I'm gonna be displaying to you guys right now is from Miss Lana Del Rey of her cover from John Denver, Take Me Home Country Road. So be sure to wait till the very end of the video to see that reaction. You are not gonna want to miss it. And for my official rating on here, yeah, it's fire. I think she just go see why. Just go see why. Not only the last track that I reacted to, but the track that I had to award single of the week has to go to Beyonce's newest track, My House. Guys, just go watch it. Just go. Yeah, it's a single of the week. And that is it for this week's Singles of the Week, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, go and like, share, and comment down below of what you thought of these tracks. Do not forget to check them out all for yourselves. They're all linked in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. Deuces.